For our blueberry soap, we have these melt and pour blueberries and blueberry fragrance oil, which has 1% vanilla in it. I'm not going to use vanilla stabilizer. However, I am going to blend it with this fragrance dark fruit, which does not have any vanilla in it. This is a new thing from Candor Soap Supplies. It is called a fragrance formulator, so it's made to blend with other fragrances or to blend with other formulators to make your own fragrances. Before we move on, I just wanted to tell you something else that happened making this soap that was one of the funniest things I've seen on the internet. When I use fragrance oils, I always go and read the reviews left by other soap makers. And this fragrance oil had a review from a woman from a couple years ago, and she said she disliked this fragrance. She says it does not smell a thing like blueberries. And then this year there's another review, and it says, I agree with the review above me. I dislike this fragrance. It doesn't smell a thing like blueberries. You have to log in and have an account to leave a review. The name of both reviews was the same name. So another person chimes in. She says, the review you're agreeing with is yourself. So the funny thing is, she's forgotten a year later that she didn't like this fragrance, and she doesn't even know her own account name. I'm using one color in the blueberry soap, which is this Boom Box Mica. And I don't use this very often. I thought it would be nice to have a dark blue blueberry soap. And I'm going to have a little bit of white swirled into it with titanium dioxide for the white. So this container is for the white. It will not get fragrance. Just that much, not much at all. And this is the blue. It will get fragrance. And 1.5 teaspoons of the Boom Box. I want this one to have wispy white swirls, so I'm just going to pour it in with this loose batter here, this very fluid batter. I'm back to cut my blueberry soap. This is what the loaf looks like. The blue is a little bit on the blue-green side, more so than I would like, but let's cut into it and see how it looks. that is exactly what I wanted it to look like, except it's a touch too green for my liking, but as it darkens up, this has 1% vanilla, so it's going to darken up a bit. It will probably look a bit more like what I have in mind. So today is Wednesday, and interesting things seem to always happen to me on Wednesdays. It is the day on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. I drive in one direction to go to my office. I drive about 50 minutes, 50 minutes, 50. And on Wednesdays, I drive in another direction and I go almost 2 hours to get to my office in that direction. And today is January 17th, 2018. And I was almost home and I saw a fireball. Now I know everyone has seen shooting stars, I'm sure, and larger. This one was right beside the road. It was, it's hard to describe. It was amazing anyway. It was huge, absolutely huge, bright white tail. Like my husband asked me to describe how wide do I think the bright white light was. My guess is 100 meters, maybe. Like it was huge, and it came down right by us. Like we never saw it land, of course. It came at an angle, and what everyone did, because you're just shocked at first, you're like, "What's that?" It's right beside us. Was slow down. Traffic didn't come to a total stop. The traffic slowed down, and I think everyone was thinking what I thought right away was that we were going to die. I thought that this was going to be like in Russia, a big explosion, or even just a blast, the pressure blast. Would it break our vehicle windows and what was coming? And there's no time to do anything. Less than half a second between it being beside us and flash and gone. And yeah, it was amazing. Obviously nothing happened because I'm here cutting the soap. So, there was no, I told my husband, I said, where was the earth-shattering kaboom? There was no kaboom.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
So I hope that you enjoyed watching me make my blueberry soap. I'm glad nothing happened from that fireball, and I made it here in one piece. So did everyone else on the highway. And take care of yourself and the people around you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.